My next guest is a resident of Ingram in Kerr County, Texas. Firefighters alerted Stuart Gross and his family about the rising floodwaters, and that helped them to evacuate on time. Stuart joins us now live. First, I want to ask you how you're doing today.
We are doing well. We're blessed. We're alive. We didn't lose our home. The sun is shining, and we needed that really bad today for the crews. But we're good. We're good.
You know, you woke up in the middle of the night to the flooding. Can you describe for us what that was like?
You know, I've lived here about 45 years, and I live actually on the river, up higher. And by chance, I heard the fire department, our local fire department, which those guys are heroes, the volunteers, on their speakers telling to evacuate. And I called a friend and at the fire department, all he could say was, "Get out now." So we grabbed our fur babies and my wife and went to higher ground. It was very frightening. You could feel the house shaking, and it was raining hard, and it was dark, and people were confused, and it was frightening. It really was.
Now, I understand that there were first responders who were available to you, came and helped your family as you guys tried to get to safety. How did that unfold?
Well, actually, everybody in the neighborhood pretty much got out. The fire department was really busy down at the campground that got washed out. And we really didn't have a problem getting out. The problem is what's happened right now. So it's a mess here.
And with that, we've certainly heard search and rescue crews talking about how challenging it is because of all the debris, the terrain, the water, having to go layer by layer because of how much has collected, and that being a huge challenge. And the water, of course, is still there in many parts. And because of that, we know that there has been delays when it comes to recovery missions as well. We know that the death toll is more than 100. We understand more than 80 bodies have been recovered, 30 of those children. It's a small community. How are you feeling about this? How well did you know some of the individuals who did not survive this catastrophe?
So, yes, it's a small community. We're a very small community. And let me say, I work for the city. I'm a code enforcement officer. The city and the residents are so grateful, extremely humble and grateful for the outpouring and the equipment and the donations. And it's been incredible. It's just been incredible. It makes you feel good about people again, you know?
Are there any sort of specific stories of people that you want to share with us, or viewers can get a better sense of the individuals who lost their lives in this?
I'm going to try to tell you this story. Every time I try to tell you, it makes me upset. But I was working a roadblock, and this man that lived down in that trailer park that was washed away, he came up and I said, "Are you okay?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm fine. I lost everything I had." And I said, "Well, that's you can replace that." He said, "Yes." He says, "But you know what is going to be really hard for me?" And I said, "What's that?" He said, "I will never be able to get the voices and the screams out of my head from the children begging for help, and I couldn't do anything for them." It's horrific. The campers going down the river and people trying to get out and hanging out. I personally knew a young man, and he had to break the window of his home to get his wife and mother-in-law and 2 children out. They got out, and he cut his artery in his arm, and he bled to death before they could get rescued. Just many stories.
Stuart, I'm so sorry, of course, that this is something the community is dealing with. How heavy and how difficult, how traumatic as well. I understand that the community is also trying to come together to help everyone get through this. How is that going?
So every home and every church has been opened up by the people without being asked. They're feeding us. We have major corporations here. But the best thing is that, in small town, we're a family. We disagree on a lot of things, but we always agree to agree for the family kind of thing, And we've done floods before, not nearly this bad, but we're Hill Country strong. We're gonna get through this, and we're gonna be bigger and better when we're done with this.
Well, we are all, of course, sending you all of the strength, you and the community, as you continue to cope with this tragedy and, of course, focus on trying to rebuild as well. Thank you for your time today, Stuart.
Thank you for letting us tell you the story of Ingram, Texas. God bless you.
We appreciate your time. That was Stuart Gross. He is a resident, as you heard, of Ingram in Kerr County, Texas.